You're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you're asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help us. And she needs me there with her.
I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. If you love your mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart.
All right, guys. Today we're diving into an absolutely wild court hearing featuring Judge Boyd and a defendant with a rap sheet longer than a CVS receipt. No joke, this guy has been in and out of the system for years. This time he's facing serious heat for drug charges, and things get very intense. Judge Boyd does not hold back for a second, and by the end, the defendant basically confesses to everything. The judge practically buries him in the courtroom, and trust me, you do not want to miss how it all goes down, especially that brutal sentencing at the end. What did you think of this hearing? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're into content like this, make sure to like and subscribe for more.
All right. In each cause number, according to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your application of community supervision. The cause numbers are to run concurrently, and they're taking 2 cases into consideration. State, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witnesses?
I would just call my client, Your Honor.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record, please. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. We're here today for the judge to assess sentencing in your cases. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand all the cases that are being taken care of today and also the ones that are going to be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You asked the court to do what's called a TAP evaluation where you talk to the drug counselors prior for her to do this sentencing. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you remember what it is that you talked to them about just recently?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In your meeting with the drug counselors, my understanding, you're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. And you understand that this judge has a wide range for what she can do. The offer is 10 years. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you're asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help us. And she needs me there with her. And I know I can do better. I know I messed up. And,
Well, let me ask you this. How long has your mom been very sick?
it's been about 6 months.
All right. So why would you put yourself in this situation to be going to prison knowing that your mom may or may not need you?
It was just had to make some money.
Why not get a job?
It was just didn't have enough time.
Oh, sure. There are plenty of places to work.
No, I mean, at the time, I needed quick money. And
Why did you need quick money?
But my pockets was flat and we couldn't eat.
Oh, they have places where you can get food for free.
Just now.
And who is this we could not eat?
Well, speaking of me, my mom had food in the house, but me and myself, me.
All right.
Yes. And so at this point, you understand that the judge has total control of what she can decide to do.
Just now.
Other than your mother being sick, what other concerns do you have and why you're asking this court to grant you probation?
But I know I feel it above my head, but I know I can do better.
Do you think that you could comply with the terms and conditions of probation?
I know I can.
You'd have to report once a month. You'd have to stay out of trouble.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't hang around with people who sell or use drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can't sell or use drugs yourself.
Right.
But you feel that you could comply at this time in your life.
Yes, ma'am. I know I can.
Pass witness, Sean.
State, any questions? All right. So what is his criminal history? Yes, please. Defense, any objections to the court reviewing the criminal history?
No objection, Your Honor.
Just to give you guys some background on this case, this guy is not new to trouble. He's got a long rap sheet to go along with his current drug charge. And honestly, I don't even need to know the exact details to guess it's pretty bad. What really gets me though is how he's sitting there claiming he sold drugs to pay for his sick mom. Like seriously, you couldn't get a regular job or find any other way to make money. That excuse just doesn't add up. What do you guys think? Does that sound legit? Or is he just trying to play for sympathy? I mean, sure, if there was something like massive cancer treatment bills, maybe I could understand. But in this case, especially with his history, it just doesn't seem likely. The way he says it so casually, like selling drugs is just something people do when times get tough, is kind of wild. Maybe I'm out of touch, but I know Judge Boyd isn't. She's sitting there, clearly not buying a word of it. She knows exactly what's going on, and it's obvious she's not going to go easy on him. The law doesn't mess around with stuff like this, especially when it's not a one-time mistake, but a pattern. When judges see that kind of track record, they usually come down hard. What about you guys? Would you give him another chance, or is it finally time he pays the price? Alright, now we're getting to the part where Judge Boyd is about to hand down the sentence. And I'm telling you, it's going to be intense. Is she going to give him the full 10 years in prison, or surprise everyone with probation? Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's dive back in.
Your Honor, we understand he has a very long checkered history. We are asking you to think outside the box. He is asking for probation. He does have family he needs to take care of, and we are just asking to show some mercy and to grant him probation.
All right, Mr. I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. At the same token, people will come before me, and you've come before me, and you said there are other people that you need to take care of. People need to think about that before they do wrong. You understand?
I understand.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. And the court will sentence you to 9 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And the cause number ending in 303. Court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Sentence you to 9 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, I've actually given you something less than you bargained for. And because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You are at a point now that if you pick up any new felony charges, depending on what type of felony it is, you're looking at a minimum of 25 years. And I will tell you, people say, oh, the jail is overcrowded. Oh, the prison is overcrowded. Guess what? People will always build new prison. They'll always find space for you. And if a cell is only supposed to have 10 people in it, if they need to put 20 people in that cell, they're going to put 20 people in that cell, whether it's a violation of federal law or not. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you love your mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart. You understand?
Sir.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maybe excuse.
He has some dismissal, so he'll have it. And thank you for always being respectful.
Yes,
Do you guys think 9 years was justified for this man's long history of crimes and his latest drug charge? Because honestly, I do. This guy knew exactly what he was doing out there selling drugs, and it's not like he hasn't been through the system before. If prison didn't teach him a lesson the first time, then yeah, he absolutely has to face the consequences now. It might seem harsh, but that's how it works when you keep repeating the same mistakes. And the wildest part is, after these 9 years, if he catches another felony, he's looking at a mandatory minimum of 25 years. That's basically a one-way ticket to spending the rest of his life in the system. I will say though, he was surprisingly respectful in court, and you don't always see that in cases like this. It makes me wonder whether he really does want to turn things around, or if he's just good at staying calm and playing the part. Either way, I hope he uses this time to reflect and change. You can't help but feel bad for his mom too. Just Imagine watching your kid fall into this same cycle over and over. That's got to be heartbreaking. But at the end of the day, the law is the law. If you take those kinds of risks, you've got to be ready to deal with the consequences. Hopefully, these 9 years will be the wake-up call he needs. But who knows? Do you guys think he'll actually turn things around, or is he just going to end up right back in court? Let me know in the comments what you thought of this hearing. Was the sentence fair, or would you have gone lighter or even harsher? If you enjoyed this reaction and want more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel and keeps things growing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.